calling all my footy fans from all around the globe. Straight out of NYC, this is The Line Breaker.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to The Line Breaker. How we doing? How we doing, Demetri?
We're doing fine. We're doing just fine.
So yeah. Look, this episode we're gonna be we're exactly halfway through the Euros right now. So
The Euro group stage.
oh yeah, the halfway through the Euro group stage. My apologies. Half of the groups have played 2 games, and half of the groups have only played 1 game. So technically, we are actually at the 50% point. And I've been told Demetri really wanted to get this episode in because apparently this is going to be my roasting. This is the roast of Pano, allegedly. Is that correct?
I don't know. I wouldn't call it a roast, but just better be prepared and be aware of the situations going into the second half of the group stage.
Right now, the only thing that I'm aware of is that it's the second half of the Canada versus Argentina game just started, and it's still 0-0. Slightly concerning for the Albiceleste. That's how you say it, right? No, it's okay. So we're not talking about Copa America right now. We're not, right? No Copa. Only Euros. So what do you got for me, Demetri? You told me you're ready. You've been gassing this up. You're like, yo, I got facts for you.
How do you want to do this? You want to go by group? Do you want to go?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go by group.
Do you want to just go standouts?
Let's go by group because I have a team that's has a point on the board already, and we're primed to get second place. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have an idea. And I don't like those chances, but sure. Goes well because they're in Group A.
Group A. I mean, I guess I take the biggest L of this group, right? Because right now, Germany, well, obviously, we all picked Germany first, whatever. Yeah, Germany has 2 wins. They've been playing great. We got to watch them against Hungary yesterday. Demetri and I got to go to a nice little bar venue that was showing the Euro games from earlier, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it was a nice time. Was it a vibe? What do you think?
Yeah, the Germany game was a vibe.
We also saw the Albania-Croatia game, but we're not going to talk about that, or at least not right now. So we got to watch it in person. In all fairness, I thought Hungary played well.
Yeah, I think they played well. It's just unfortunate the result didn't go their way. They didn't get a point out of the match. And I'm starting to think that I might have the worst pick in this group.
Did I put Switzerland last?
I think I put Switzerland third, but I had Hungary finishing second. And I think they're going to finish last, the way things are looking. But yeah, Germany in front of the home crowd, looking great, comfortable wins. And yeah, so far they've scored 7 goals in 2 games and only conceded once. And if I'm not mistaken, I know some teams haven't played 2 games, but Germany has the most goals scored, I believe, so far.
They're looking pretty comfortable. Obviously, you got Musiala balling out right now. Their defense also looks rock solid. Jonathan Tah, fresh out of...
Oh, just so I can add, they did concede a goal, but Rudiger with a beautiful header. Own goal.
Hey, Rudiger's the boss. He's the boss. Him and Jonathan Tah seem to be a pretty formidable defensive partnership. I'm not crazy about the solidity of their midfield, though, and that's honestly where Argentina was having fun with them on the transition.
Argentina.
I'm sorry. I'm watching Argentina right now.
This guy's cooked.
Hungary, or as Demetri likes to call them, Hungary.
Or the way you like to call them, Argentina.
Hungary was giving Germany lots of issues on the transition. Honestly, I don't know if you saw it, but their midfield was low-key, pretty wide open. It was. But they had a good defense to kind of, clean things up.
I feel like they were just... They didn't really have to, sit in and pack in the middle because they weren't really, I guess, fearful of, a threat. I mean, they only really had to worry about counterattacks. But I think for the most part, they felt like they were in control the whole game and didn't really have to worry about, sitting and defending for a good amount of time.
For those of you who are not following what's going on right now, basically, Demetri and I are talking about the second game of the second Germany game so far of the group stage. So the second set of games. Do we really have to talk about their first game against Scotland? Scotland were outclassed. They were down a man.
They respected Germany too much heading into the game, and Germany just had their way with them.
Yeah. They left a lot of their technical players on the bench, like Billy Gilmore, and they did not perform well, and they got punished for it. So we can move on from that game. Germany, again, I thought that Germany was good. They created chances yesterday. I think that the score, I think Hungary probably deserved a little bit more from that game. They played well, Hungary. It didn't feel like a 2-0 game. Correct me if I'm wrong. It didn't feel like a 2-0 game.
I mean, they were more clinical. I mean, Hungary did have chances. They just couldn't finish.
And they were gassed, I feel like, in the second half. Second half, I feel like their chances really decreased.
Yeah, I feel like once they had the push where they had a few chances coming together and then not being able to finish was just a dagger in their heart.
Yeah, no. The first half, I feel like it was like a blitzkrieg from Hungary, ironically. And once they didn't score from one of those chances, I think it was done. It was chalked for them. But regardless, yeah, they will. I think they're gonna finish last. I think Scotland's gonna beat. Hungary. I think they are.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's like a toss up. I wouldn't be surprised though.
I think they played pretty well against Switzerland. Yeah, I think they'll sneak through in third because they can't really make up that goal differential. Switzerland is +2 right now. So basically Switzerland and Scotland's -4. So Scotland has to beat Hungary by like 5 goals, and then Switzerland has to lose. I don't know. There's a lot. You need like a 6-goal swing. Yeah, you need a 6-goal swing in Scotland's favor for any of that to go right. So yeah, Scotland looks pretty primed to finish third. Who did I put last? Oh, I put Switzerland. Yeah, so I'm not doing well so far, aside from Germany.
Yeah, neither of us are.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Switzerland?
I thought Switzerland was done heading into the tournament. Just,
yeah, but you didn't put them last like me though.
Yeah, I put them third, but yeah, they just show up for these international tournaments. Shaqiri, Xhaka, all these guys are coming together. They're having a good tournament, and they're just proven to be like that solid team that's like
6s and 7s.
6s and 7s average, a little above average, and can hold their own. And it's going to be a good test to see where they really stand when they play Germany.
Will they be standing on business? Probably not.
I think they'll have a respectable score. Maybe even get a draw out of it, to be honest.
I mean, the Germans basically, they don't need to worry about anything. They just can't lose, and they finish first.
Yeah, they can. I think once it gets to if it gets to the last 15 minutes of the game and it's tied, I think both sides are just gonna take it easy. But or at least Germany's gonna try and control the game. Switzerland might take their chances to win, but I don't think they would want to risk anything. A point is a point. You're going through.
In this group, just to give you guys a visual, basically, we have Germany in first. They've already qualified, but they haven't clinched first just yet. So Germany has 6 points after 2 games played with a +6 goal differential. In second place is Switzerland on 4 points with a +2 goal differential. In third place is Scotland with 1 point, a -4 goal differential because the Germans spanked them up in the first game. And then in dead last, we have Dominik Szoboszlai's Hungary in last with a -4 goal differential and 0 points. So that's Group A. Do you have any closing thoughts for this group? Do we see any crazy swings, or what do you think?
No crazy swings, and I think Germany's just lived up to the hype, and should be interesting to see how far they can go this tournament.
And naturally, just because I said that Scotland will finish third, Hungary's going to win the final game, and they're going to finish third. But anyway, let's move on to Group B. Group B, Demetri and I got to see one of the games of Group B together yesterday when we went to a nice venue, Berry Park in Brooklyn. Great venue. Good soccer bar in Brooklyn, Williamsburg. And we got to watch the Albania-Croatia game. Honestly, I think this game was just dumb. I think this was a dumb game.
Why do you say that?
It was just like, obviously Albania scores early. Croatia gets themselves back into it, like, and they basically score their 2 goals within, 5 minutes? They're up 2-1. They're cruising. It looks like the game's done. Demetri goes to the bathroom, comes back. It's 2-2. Albania scores in the last minute. Croatia completely capitulated, totally ruined their chances. They were looking like prime to finish second, and now it's not looking too good now. Basically, they have to beat Italy. Yeah, they have to beat Italy, which is not an easy task.
It's possible.
It is possible. It is possible. I agree.
I think the group is still open outside of Spain clinching first. The group is still wide open. I don't think Italy has that great of a side.
I agree.
I also don't think Croatia's that great either. Just aging, and but I could still see them getting a result, beating Italy, and sneaking into second, depending on what Albania does with Spain. And the very interesting thing that I brought up earlier is, Spain might be resting first-team players heading into a meaningless group stage game. Rodri suspended. He picked up 2 yellows. So I wouldn't be surprised if Albania gets a result, even a win, because Spain is cruising in first place no matter what, and they're heading to the knockout stages. Personally, I also think Spain has been the best team so far this tournament, just dominating both games. Croatia and Italy, the 2 toughest teams in their group. 4 goals. They create a ton of chances, haven't conceded yet, and I just think they're very solid. They dominate teams with possession. They're starting to create chances now, unlike in previous tournaments where they would just possess the ball and not really have too many chances and have like 700 passes and not do anything with it. But now it seems like there's purpose to the possession.
You're telling me you weren't a fan of Luis Enrique's snooze ball?
No, I like teams that don't just pass around for the heck of it.
As we speak, the group is as follows. It's Spain obviously in first place, comfortably, +4 goal differential, 6 points. They've been very comfortable. Italy in second. They have not been comfortable. Italy in second with a 0 goal differential on 3 points. Albania in third on 1 point, -1 goal differential. And then Croatia in fourth, dead last right now, 1 point, -3 goal differential. Now, as we said, Spain has been very comfortable. It should have been more today. I saw the Spain-Italy game, most of the game, and I saw most of the game before the 1-0. Spain was very comfortable, very, very comfortable. They probably should have had more. So there's that. So overall, Spain has definitely been the best team, I would say, in the tournament so far. Looked the most comfortable, looked the most dominant. Lamine Yamal has been balling out. He looks like he's like 23, 24 years old. The way he moves, I told you, he's a Riyad Mahrez regen with a little bit more pace, but like he's a Mahrez regen for sure. He's got everything. He could clip balls in. He's got creativity. He could dribble, but he's got pace too. He's a bad man. He's a problem.
Scary thing. He's only 16.
Yeah, I know. I just called him a bad man. He's a child. He's a child. So there's that. Italy has not looked that great. Obviously, they beat Albania, but Albania hasn't been that great. I mean, have they given a tough showing in terms of like they've been fighting? Absolutely, but
I think Albania just has these defensive lapses where they just give up. When they give up the first one, the second one comes easy, and I think that was the case for both games. They gave up the first one to Italy pretty quick after conceding. They didn't hold the lead for that long, and the second one just came like shortly after. With Croatia, same thing. They conceded the first one, and then the second one followed shortly after. I feel like they just have these breakdowns, and then I guess they don't mentally they just can't recover quick enough, and they concede a second one.
They've given a decent showing of themselves, though, definitely, considering they're one of the lowest ranked teams in the tournament. They've definitely given a good showing for themselves. I still think, Croatia, I think they could still beat Italy and get a result and go through. But again, like you said, Albania, like maybe Spain rests their players and they just don't take the game seriously. But it's again going back to our picks, right? It's not really looking good. Well, it's looking good in terms of, we said Spain, but I said Croatia was going to finish second. I said that I think that their generation is going towards the end, but they got one more in them. I don't know if they have one more in them. I really don't. So far it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this Croatia team looks like it's hanging on by a thread, and they're struggling.
And honestly, I think I've been pretty on the money about the Italy team. That I don't think this is a good team.
Yeah, the Italy team isn't anything special. I think they'll take care of business against teams they should, but then against the top class teams or the bigger tournament favorites, they'll show like why they're not at that level with this team. I
think they have a decent defensive unit, Calafiori, who a lot of people are getting on the hype train now, but if you're a hipster like me and you know that Bologna were balling out this season, you would know that he was very good for Bologna, and he was already like highly rated and highly sought after before the tournament. I know I just said I'm a hipster. Yeah, I'm better than all of you because I know some players. Not really. But anyway, they have Bastoni, obviously, a very good defender who, in my opinion, is probably the best defender in that unit from Inter. You also have DeMarco, who was probably the best left back in Serie A. So you have a very good unit of defense, but unfortunately, what lets Italy down is basically everything in front of their defense.
And the goalkeeper.
But everything in front of their defense. I'm not convinced by their midfield, and their attack leaves a lot to be desired, honestly. There's a lot left to be desired there. So they'll probably finish third. They'll probably go into the knockouts as their third place team.
Italy?
Yeah.
Third place?
Oh, wait.
If they get a result, I think they if they get a result,
they go
come
through.
In second.
No, they come in second. I'm still gonna go on my hate watch. I'm gonna say Italy finishes third. Croatia's gonna get a result.
I don't know.
I need to be stubborn about it.
It's wide open, but I could see Italy closing it down and getting a draw and getting that 1 point that they need to finish in second.
Look, all it takes is Donnarumma.
What I will say, one Donnarumma mistake, but then you could also have the Italians score an early goal and park the bus, and that's it. Shut it down. Shut down the shop. What I will add, though, two best youngest players of the tournament so far, Musiala, Yamal, and Musiala's ahead as of right now, but both are putting on a show for the fans.
Yeah, no, Musiala, it's I think Musiala is a different player. They're both similar in their dribbling. I think that's kind of like where it ends in just their swagger, I would say. Like when they're on the ball, they command respect, and honestly,
they draw defenders out of positions that could dribble past people and create opportunities.
Musiala's dribbling is filthy.
Yeah.
He keeps scoring. I keep seeing those memes on Twitter like, oh, Chelsea sold him for 170K. Chelsea didn't sell him. That's not how that works when you're 16 years old. His family was from Germany. They moved back. He moved back with his family. You can't transfer. You can't have transfer fees. Well, basically, the player just walks for free because he's a youth player. And because it's an international move, so he moved from outside of England, the transfer fee, you just get like a little bit of a training fee. So like Bayern owed Chelsea 170K for training him. So they didn't sell him. He just wanted to go back to Germany. So yeah. All those meme pages going out there like, oh, Chelsea sold him. No, that's not true. They didn't sell him. But anyway. Oh, was that Messi? Yeah, it's 1-0 right now. Julian scored. Messi was about to score again. What is going on? Okay, anyway. So yeah, Musiala, I would still say Yamal has absolutely stolen the show. Yeah, so how do you see this group? You said you see Italy finishing second, huh?
Yeah, Italy getting a result, finishing in second place.
So would that make Albania third?
It would make them third, but if they lose, it wouldn't be enough to get them through. But I honestly can see them getting a result, but they would need a win. A draw would not be good enough for them. So
yeah, because they would be one of the worst third place teams.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. So I could see them going for it and getting a win against a Spanish team that will probably put out a second or third squad and treat it like a friendly. You know, get your touches in, get your cardio in. You know, put in some challenges, but nothing too harsh because, you know, you make it to the knockout stages and that's what you're looking forward to.
Well, to our Albanian fans out there, we know there's a few of them. Demetri seems to be on your side, so take of that what you will. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What do you think? No, don't answer that. We're moving on. Group C. Oh, what a group. This is some group, huh? This hasn't gone the way that we expected it, huh? No, actually,
Yeah, I don't really know if we were that off, but this is your you picked one of these teams to win the tournament.
I did, and what did I say though? I said with the caveat that if they don't win, it's because of their coach. But clearly, if they don't win, it's because Trent and Rice in midfield is stinky. That's what.
Oh yeah, Trent in the midfield is gross. The guy can't defend.
Did you see that clip of like Rice like he like misplaced a pass and then he like blamed the grass?
Yeah.
Blame the pitch. Yeah, no, England have looked lethargic to say the least. Gareth Southgate is a bum. Demetri and I were laughing at some of the stuff that he was saying post-match, like, oh, we haven't replaced Calvin Phillips. Are you kidding me? Cole Palmer hasn't played a minute. Look, I'm a Chelsea fan, so I guess I'm biased, but you cannot tell me that the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League, I don't care about penalties. He still had double-digit goals, non-penalty goals. And he had the highest number of goal involvement, so goals and assists, he had the highest in the Premier League. You can't tell me that guy doesn't even get 10 minutes on the field.
I don't even think Kobe Mano got subbed on in the second game either.
And he didn't even use all of his subs, Southgate. You're the favorite, right? You got nothing to lose at that point. Just go for the game. You have the easiest game in theory as your last game, so just go after it. It's just he's a coward. He's not playing his best players. He's playing Foden as a left winger, and it's not working. He's playing Trent in midfield because like some hipsters on Twitter said it, and he probably reads that. I don't know, like who. Trent does not play midfield for Liverpool. Trent was ending up in the midfield when he inverted for Liverpool, but that's not him playing in midfield. He moves into that space. When you put him there, that completely changes the dynamic because that's a fixed space. Before it was, he's moving in there to the space that's being occupied. So it's a totally different thing. One of his best parts of his game are switched balls, and you play him in the middle of the field as center mid where like he doesn't have the same angles that he would when he's right back or when he's coming in from right back. So it's for me, it's puzzling to say the least. Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace is a stud. He should be playing as the other center midfielder. I think Adam Wharton, okay, this is going to be my hot take. Hot take for, this is not for the tournament, but just going forward. Adam Wharton is like a better version of Declan Rice. He is a more technical, skilled, less awkward on the ball version of Declan Rice. He's going to be a stud. If we're talking about £100 million midfielders, Adam Wharton is the next one in line. He's an absolute stud. The way he moves, man, he's a baller. He should be playing. Not, we cannot replace him, Calvin Phillips. We cannot replace him. It's disgraceful. You have Marcus Rashford at home. Left him at home, a different kind of baller. Anthony Gordon had a great season for Newcastle. He's probably the only natural left winger on the team, and he's on the bench. He hasn't played. What are we doing?
It's gonna be very interesting when England gets to the knockout stages and they have to play a top national team, and they're gonna have to defend for long periods of time. And just watching Trent in the midfield, I think he's gonna be like exposed. Like they're gonna be in, because the first game against Serbia they went up and then they just sat back the whole second half and allowed the pressure to come, and they were just giving up chance after chance after chance, and Serbia just couldn't finish. But I feel like once you get to the knockout stages and teams lock up a little bit more, you have tougher opponents. Sitting back and inviting pressure like that with Trent in the midfield is just asking to concede.
It's not looking good for them right now. It's not looking good for this England team. Look, I think on paper they still have the second best team in the tournament. On paper. But they have one of the worst coaches in the tournament. They probably have this bottom 2 coaches in the whole tournament. So what's going to keep them from winning is definitely their coach. And this boring system where they score early because, they are just better than the other team, and then they sit back. It's a disgrace. A team as strong, have they not learned their lesson from the last Euros where they sat back in the final after scoring so early? They didn't go at Italy when Italy was for the taking, and then they lost it in the end because of it, and turned into a smash and grab, and that favored Italy, the weaker opponent, and Italy won in penalties because of it. Like this, he has not learned. It's actually crazy. He has not learned from a critical mistake. He should have had a Euros. He should have. So, I mean, to me, it's a disgrace. Denmark, Denmark is a solid team. It's another team of 6s and 7s, right? 6s and 7s. They got the result today. They got 2 points. They look pretty good. So does Slovenia. Slovenia also looks pretty good to go through. The only issue now is Slovenia obviously plays England the last game. So barring any surprises, you would expect Slovenia still finishes last. Because Denmark,
they're not in last, but you don't know that.
Yeah,
because Serbia they haven't looked great the whole tournament.
I know Serbia hasn't looked great either. And, obviously,
they're going up against Denmark, which isn't an easy challenge.
Serbia didn't look too bad against England, though. They did look bad against
the second half. They didn't look too bad. The first half, I mean, they looked decent. They looked like they can hang in there. The second half, they were just going down because England sat back. But today they struggled the first half, and just weren't really able to piece together a few passes, link up, and they were just conceding pressure from Slovenia, and then they equalized at the death of the match to steal a point.
So here's the question. We got England, Slovenia for the last game, Denmark, Serbia. What do you think happens last game week, and how do you think that puts the table? Where do you think that ends up with everything?
What I think happens, I think England's gonna win, but not convincingly. Very maybe about by 1 goal, and I can see Denmark beating, or I could see Denmark getting a result against Serbia and locking up second place. I think the group is gonna finish as is, and I don't think there's going to be a third place team that comes out of this group. There's not enough points for Slovenia.
I'm going to go with, I think England. Serbia's -1 also. So Serbia has to win, basically. If they tie, it's done. They still finish last if they tie. Oof, that's bad. Oh, actually, no. If Slovenia loses by a lot, by more than 2. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with England win by 2 or more. And Serbia and Denmark tie. Serbia finishes 3rd, Denmark finishes 2nd, England finishes 1st, Slovenia finishes last. Although Slovenia have, they've done a decent, considering I had them finishing last, they've shown themselves to be a decent side. So I got to give them credit there. So yeah, I think this group actually finishes exactly how I predicted it. Like I know it was more like hopium for the Spain group that I said it would still finish the way that I expected it. That was hopium. This is more like I can see it. I can see it, and it's not really hopium. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Now, Group D. So now we are over to the 4th group, Group D. So now the remaining groups have only played 1 game. So as of right now, there's still a lot of football left to be played for these teams. So things can go either way. But so far, I mean, it's kind of gone as we would have expected in this group.
This group is tight. It's tough. There's no easy game. I think Poland looked very impressive. They were unfortunate to not get a point, giving up a late goal to the Netherlands. I think Austria looked incredible. Unlucky that they lose 1-0 to France, and the 1 goal is an own goal. Then you have the big news of Mbappe shattering his nose. Gonna have to wear. I think he's gonna miss the next Netherlands game.
They'll be fine though. I think they're gonna beat the Netherlands.
They're gonna be fine, but I think that's something to watch going deeper into the tournament. But yeah, this group is tough all around. I really like Austria. I really think that they're gonna edge out Poland in their next match.
I said Austria was gonna finish third. I think I had Poland last, right? I think I had Poland last. Look, this Poland team isn't that good. And this Netherlands team isn't that great either. They're really not. I could see Austria getting a result against the Netherlands.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising. I mean, Poland almost got a result without their star man up top, their leader. But yeah, Austria looked incredible against France.
It is not inconceivable to see Austria tying the Netherlands, and then it basically being a showdown of can they? I don't know who they play first. Actually, I could tell you who they play. Oh, Poland plays Austria next. Okay, so I don't think it's inconceivable that like it comes down to how much Austria can beat Poland by, because I think that they could tie the Netherlands. I don't think this Netherlands team is that great. Although some of the friends of the pod seem to have balked at my claim that this Netherlands team wasn't that great, which I stand by that. And especially when your star striker is Memphis Depay. But anyway, that's your boy.
Although Gakpo looked really good. He looked really good for the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo was just tearing it up.
They were playing Poland.
Yeah, but Poland looked great. They looked quality.
I still think Poland finishes last. And France, it doesn't even matter if Mbappe is not there. They're still gonna play well. You could probably argue that the team will function better without him. You could make an argument for it.
I don't know. I don't like that argument.
At least in the meantime, I said function.
They could function, but Mbappe is just a whole different animal.
Of course. He's still talking.
He could create something from nothing, as we saw in the World Cup, where they looked out of it and then just tore it up. In the last 10 minutes and just brought him right back in and almost won it in the last 10 minutes.
Almost gave you a heart attack.
Yeah, but yeah, that France team is strong no matter what you do. Plenty of depth. Plenty of formations you can play with the personnel you have on that team.
All right, I'm going with France, Netherlands, Austria, Poland. Just like how I said it, and I think that Austria and the Netherlands will finish level on points.
You know what? I could see Austria coming in second place. I think a France win against the Netherlands and an Austria win against Poland will do enough to the goal difference to I think it will sway it favorable towards Austria, and then Austria would just need to either tie or win, and I think they'll be able to get that done.
Oh, you know what I just realized though? What is the tiebreaker? Because
head to head, I think, and then goal difference.
Yeah, but then that means
if Austria and Netherlands tie, it goes to goal difference.
Yeah, but get this though. If Austria only wins 1-0, right? And they tie the Netherlands. If Austria only beats Poland 1-0 and they tie the Netherlands, then they'll finish level on goal differential. Oh, and Netherlands loses. Oh, no, actually, no, because it depends on how bad the Netherlands loses to France.
Yeah. I'm telling you that it's no easy game in this group. Every side was quality that I saw.
All right.
Really nice footy.
I'm going to change my answer. Because I'm going to go with the hype. France, Austria, Netherlands. Austria is going to finish higher than the Netherlands. They'll finish level on points. They'll go through on goal differential, and Poland last. So I'm going to say that I was wrong. I'm gonna confidently say that I was wrong on this one, and Austria is the truth. I mean, hey, look, they were telling us. They were telling us before the Euros, with them being undefeated. They were telling us that they're a good team. So there you go. All right. So yeah, this Austria team, man. They're bringing it back. They're on business. So next group, this group hurt me a lot. This group pained me, not because I don't like Romania. Romania, our Orthodox brothers, but I had Romania finishing last, and they basically told me you're an idiot. I'm happy to be proven wrong. That was not the result that we were expecting, right, for this first game of this group.
Yeah, Romania just came out guns blazing. they held their own. They looked well. It didn't seem like Ukraine was creating too many chances.
This is the group as it stands. So again, after only one game, we have Romania in first, a +3 goal differential on 3 points. Slovakia in second, also on 3 points, but only a +1 goal differential. Belgium in third with 0 points, -1 goal differential. And Ukraine in last with a -3 goal differential, 0 points. Romania came to play. They absolutely dominated Ukraine 3-0.
Ukraine got beat bad.
Mudryk was basically playing with himself. Basically, he was playing by himself. My boy. And yeah, not much more to say. Romania scored a banger, which, you would argue, okay, a random goal like that, like maybe it's not deserved, but hey, you got to keep scoring after that, and they did. That definitely opened up the game, the goal, but that's it. They came out 3-0 victors. Now it looks really tough for my dark horse Ukraine to get out of this group.
That wasn't your dark horse.
Yeah, it was.
This guy's taking my dark horse.
I agreed with you.
No, initially you said Portugal, and then I said that's not a dark horse, and then you said the Netherlands, which really isn't that much of a dark horse either.
No, we agreed Ukraine.
No. You could play it back. He took the Netherlands.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure it's Ukraine. But anyway, it's not looking good for Ukraine, although I really like them. I mean, look, if they finish the way that Argentina finishes, they're going to be in trouble because Argentina keeps missing 1v1s. Oh, of course it was Lautaro who missed the 1v1. The less I say about him, the better. Anyway, Belgium lost, which we weren't surprised about. Slovakia beat them. I told you this Belgian team is bad.
Lukaku.
Yeah, Belgian team
missed 3 big chances. Was it 2 offside goals that he had? I know he had at least 1, maybe 2, and then he missed 3 huge chances.
Yeah. It's not looking good for Belgium.
Oh, Doku, terrible pass, trying to play out the back, make a poor decision. Led to the Slovakia goal, and then Slovakia was able to close it down. And for the most part, hang on. I wouldn't say that they locked up the shop. They were giving up a few good chances, but with Lukaku up there, he couldn't finish. And they were able to get out of the game with 3 points.
Lethargic, to say the least, from Belgium. While Romania was flying, I think Ukraine beats Belgium. Is the next game Ukraine-Belgium? No, it's Ukraine-Slovakia. Ukraine is getting 6 points out of this group. I'm telling you. They're getting 6 points. I'm telling you right now. I'm hopping on it. They had a bad first game. They're getting 6 points out of this group. They're gonna win out. That's what I'm going for. They're gonna beat Slovakia. Belgium's already gonna be dead and gone by the time they get to the last game. They're gonna beat Belgium.
What do you think? What do you think about Carrasco playing?
Another bum.
You rate him?
No.
I think this guy's just been. He's been bouncing around. He went
China.
He went to China. Now he's in Saudi Arabia.
He was at Madrid. He's a bag chaser. You gotta respect it.
This guy. Once I hear him go to China and then Saudi Arabia, I'm just like, the quality's dropped off, and he should be nowhere near the squad. It's definitely not in the 11, but there he was. And I guess when you put people like that in your 11, you get the result that they got.
What do you think of Amadou Onana? Or Andre Onana, as that announcer. Did you see that?
I did not see it. I missed it.
Oh no.
That?
Oh, I have to show you this. I think we could play it. I think I could actually play it on the thing. Wait. Amadou Onana. I'm gonna find the clip. You're gonna go crazy. It's actually hilarious. All right.
You're not gonna get hit with a copyright right now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I did see this.
L'efficacité. Merci beaucoup. Il a manqué aujourd'hui. Je vous écoute. Andre is not even my name, mate. Do you know what I mean?
I did see that. The reporter.
First off, that code switching is crazy. Do you know where Amadou Onana was born?
No.
Amadou Onana was born in I don't want to say it and get roasted, but I knew what it was. He was born in Senegal. He grew up in Belgium. And yeah, he spent time in Germany in his youth career with Hoffenheim. Then he went to Hamburg. He had a year at Lille where he got his like big move after to Everton. This guy has spent 2 years in England. He sounds like he's British. That's crazy. Crazy.
That's a bad look for the reporter, honestly.
That's crazy, man. He speaks 5 languages. He speaks Wolof. Wolof, what is that? That must be a Belgian. Oh, it's West African, a Senegalese West African language. Cool. French, Dutch, German, and English. Yeah. Well, you know, his accent aside, what do you think of him as a player? Defensive midfielder for Everton. I think he's pretty decent.
Yeah, he had a good showing in the match.
Couldn't do much.
Yeah, couldn't do much, but I would say he had a pretty solid performance. But I have another question for you about this Belgium squad. Courtois wasn't in there. A little falling out with the coach. Not in the squad, I believe.
Courtois falling out with people? That doesn't surprise me.
People on his own national team. Again,
does not surprise me. He doesn't seem like the best of blokes. Put it that way. If you don't know what I mean, just Google Courtois De Bruyne
controversy,
and you'll find something fun. Poor Kevin. But anyway, yeah. Obviously still probably one of the best goalies in the world, if not the best, but like, yeah. I don't even think that's Belgium's issue though. Belgium has a lot of issues. It's the goalie is one of the last ones. If you want me to play devil's advocate though, I guess like Lukaku, you know, obviously he's good enough to get into those positions, right? Obviously he's still good, right? It's not easy to get into those positions.
Yeah, you can get into the positions, but at some point you got to start finishing. It doesn't matter if you keep getting into the positions and not finish. I mean, at his level and what the team needs, they need him to finish.
My pick for Argentina to win is looking pretty good right now.
You could put somebody else there that could always get into position. If they're not finishing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fix anything. I mean, Lukaku needs to finish. He's their star striker. He's their guy. He's the goal scorer, and he's not doing that, and it's not helping them at all. He's missing big chances.
Well, look, Openda had a good year with Leipzig. He could be doing something too. I know he's a different kind of striker, but still. Overall, it's not looking good for Belgium. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with. I think Belgium will finish third. Ukraine second. I'm going for broke here with this group. I'm going with they're gonna. Oh, but Slovakia to finish last though. Oof. Nah, Belgium to finish last. Let's go. Let's do it. That's how I see it.
That's brutal.
Romania, Ukraine. Nah, but you know what? Romania could swing down too. Romania could easily lose the next 2 games.
They could. I don't know. That group is.
This group open. Yeah, honestly, the more I think about it, I think I don't even want to give you a prediction.
I could see anybody beating anybody in this group.
This group,
like we might be. Who does Belgium play next? They play Romania.
They play Romania.
I could realistically see this group going into the last match day of the group stage with everyone on 3 points.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Like that's how wide open I could see this group being.
You know what? I'm with you on that. I could easily see Belgium beating Romania in the end.
And Ukraine beating Slovakia in the second match day, and then everybody going for it, playing for everything on the last match day.
Ukraine first, baby. Let's go. Ukraine first, Romania second, Belgium third, Slovakia fourth. I don't even know if that's possible, but whatever. We'll go with it. Oh, no, I think it is possible. It's possible. Anyway, so yeah, this is probably the tastiest group. This and the last group, I think, are 2 very interesting groups. Look, before we get to the last group, we got to say that this Euros has had some quality games, but look, obviously Twitter's been saying it. You know, we're going to hop on the bandwagon too. The best games have been the games without the superpowers.
The games you'd least expect.
Some proper footy, end-to-end stuff. None of this tiki-taka snooze fest. Proper footy. End-to-end, exciting tournament football. It's like a basketball game. Is it good for the hearts of the fans? Probably not, but it's definitely exciting for neutrals. And we're having fun. Are you having fun watching these games? Because I am.
Absolutely.
Whew. So going into this final match, final group, we got Group F. I'm just gonna read out how the group is looking right now. So we have Turkey in first with 3 points plus 2 goal differential. Portugal's in second with 3 points plus 1 goal differential. Czechia in third, 0 points minus 1 goal differential, and Georgia 0 points minus 2 goal differential. I'm just gonna say it right now, like say it off the bat. Georgia were unlucky in that game against Turkey. I thought Georgia were phenomenal. They looked better, and I said this on Twitter too. They looked better against Turkey. Like they look like, they're playing proper footy, whatever, like than they did against Greece. Against Greece, I thought they looked bad. Like they didn't look like a good team. They didn't look very technical. And they were like, obviously, in my opinion, lucky to win that game against Greece in the end, But again, Greece stinks, so what are you gonna do? But this looked like a totally different team against Turkey.
Yeah, this Georgia team looked good. End-to-end stuff in this game. Probably the best game in the tournament so far. You know what might hurt them, honestly, too? Well, hold up. Georgia had two like different plays or different circumstances in the last 5 minutes in stoppage time to get an equalizer. Huge misses. And then off the corner, they brought the goalie taking a risk to try and go for the draw. And they ended up conceding late to make it 3-1, which might hurt them in goal difference down the line. But, it's a risk that they took. Didn't turn out their way. But very exciting game for the full 90 minutes in that game.
Basically, that Arda Güler screamer is what the difference was. Like, that changed the whole game. It completely changed the game.
Yeah.
I think it was way more even in the end. Again, like I think 3-1 flatters Turkey. Turkey played well, of course, but I think the 3-1 flatters them. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to see what Georgia could do the rest of the group, because Georgia plays Czechia next. I could see them beating Czechia.
Yeah, Czechia was unlucky against Portugal. They were winning 1-0, and then Portugal gets the equalizer, and then at the very end of the game, or towards the end of the game, Czechia looks like they're putting pressure, about to send the through ball in to put in a cross into a dangerous area. Semedo bodies the winger that was making the run without the ball, where the ball was being played to. Wasn't called. Portugal goal kick, literally go down the field, get the winner right there, and then Ronaldo's celebrating in the goalie's face.
Yeah. I mean, look, this Portugal team,
I think, is being held back by Ronaldo. If you have Ronaldo on the bench, I think this side is absolute quality and can play with like the best of the best in this tournament. I think the fact that you have Ronaldo on the field is just holding them back.
And look, I'm gonna say it. I said it again on Twitter. Rafael Leao he's a bum. He's not on 100. Milan wanted 100 million pounds for him, bro. He's not an 100 million pound winger. No way. I don't see it. Serie A tax. And even then, he still got outshone by Christian Pulisic. So how is he really worth 100 million? Nah, no way. No thoughts? All right, he's watching Argentina scrap with Canada right now. It's 2-0.
No, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think this. I don't know how I predicted it, but I think Portugal's going to win the group. I think Turkey's going to have enough to get in second place. I think they'll be hanging out just fine. I feel like that extra goal helps them too down the line. The 3 points was big against Georgia, but I think getting the last goal to give them a +2 is huge in the group stage matches. Think their toughest game is obviously going to be against Portugal, but that's who they play next. And think Turkey's going to be able to hold their own, and I would not be surprised if this Turkey team gets a result against Portugal, because the Turkish fans have been showing out to this game when Turkey plays, and it's absolute mayhem in there.
Yeah, I mean, how can you see this group finishing in the end?
I said Portugal first. I'm gonna say Turkey second, and Czechia third.
I like it.
And then Georgia last, obviously.
Okay. All right. Well, I can see that happening. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna agree with you on this. It's been a good showing so far, and I mean, and other than that, I mean, look, we're just really excited for the rest of the tournament. It's looking good.
What's your most disappointing team so far?
England.
You think so?
Yeah, England. I think so.
I think when you add in the expectations, yeah, I would agree with you on that. England for sure.
But yeah, you think so? And who do you think is most surprising?
The most surprising, personally, I think is Spain. I didn't expect them to play this well. I knew they would do well, but with how many youngsters they have and being able to hold their own, I think they exceeded my expectations so far and how well they played, and obviously not how far they've gone in the tournament because we both expect them to be in the knockout stages. But in terms of their quality of play, they've definitely exceeded. I mean, Germany's up there, but we both expect them to play well in front of the home crowd. France didn't look too well. So I think France was like a little below average, and England is worse than France, and that's why England had the worst showing so far, and Spain is the top performer. Very interesting to see how the second half of the games turn out. Could see some huge surprises going forward. I think the teams that we said are like the average teams have been holding up well. The Switzerland, the Denmarks of the tournament. Most impressive player.
Lamine Yamal.
I'm gonna have to go with Musiala.
Whew. That probably would have been my second choice. Probably would have been.
Biggest stinker.
Like by a player?
Yeah, by player.
Ooh. Romelu Lukaku.
I honestly was gonna say that, so I'm kind of upset you took my answer.
Declan Rice?
No, Lukaku.
No. No. But I'm saying, like, if you want to pick a second one, or Trent. How about Trent? Trent today.
Trent really hasn't shown anything. I mean, there hasn't been much for him to really show. I mean, England's not scoring too many goals. He's not having too much of a part in the England goals. It's just that, and he's not being asked to defend. And I think when he is asked to defend, he's not going to have a good showing.
So, I mean, anything else? Have your dark horses changed a little bit? Maybe a little Austria in there?
Yeah, I still have faith in Ukraine, but I'm starting to love Austria.
Oh, starting to love Austria, huh?
Yeah, they are quality.
Whew. Well, look, we got plenty of games left to go. We still have a whole half of the group stage left. It's been thoroughly entertaining, and we're enjoying it overall. Look, so we're gonna keep coming at you with the content. We're gonna keep coming at you with Euros content, Copa content. As you can see, Demetri and I don't stop. Even when we're talking to you guys, we're watching games. We just finished watching Argentina, Canada. Argentina won 2-0. We have our thoughts on this game. So, we're going to bring those out to you for the Copa stuff too. So overall, we're just going to keep watching the footy, keep commenting on the footy, and keep giving you guys our 2 cents, even if our 2 cents means 2 cents. So, yeah. I mean, any closing thoughts?
No closing thoughts for me.
Yeah, look, otherwise, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Thank you. Again, remember to follow us on Instagram, on Threads, on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure that you're subscribed and you have the automatic downloads on your podcast platform, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Make sure you keep downloading the episodes, listen to the episodes, and send us your thoughts. Send it to us on Twitter. We'll answer Twitter a lot, or or YouTube, comment on the videos, whatever it is. Just keep giving us the love, you know? We want to keep and we appreciate you guys. And for those of you who are listening who haven't yet done so, remember to give us that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts. On Apple, you could even write something. On Spotify, you can't, but give us that 5-star review. We'd really appreciate it. You guys mean the world to us. Seeing our growth on our analytics, like just keep growing every single day is awesome. We're seeing people downloading our stuff in Sweden, in Egypt, in Hong Kong, in India, in Hungary, Lithuania, Spain, Japan. I think I might be forgetting another. Germany, Belgium, Russia, obviously the UK as well, and then all across the US. So it's for us, it's crazy. It's crazy seeing like the fact that people actually listen to us in any of those countries. So look, please keep supporting, spread the word, give us those 5-star reviews. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. So yeah, other than that, my name is Pano.
I'm Demetri, aka Juicy,
and we're out of here.